Yeah, baby, you can come say hi.
Hi. You can go there.
Yeah, yeah, say hi.
I can say hi.
I know it's probably picking you up too because the microphone's pretty good.
Okay.
But you want to say it so people can see you too.
Hi. Hi.
So yeah, some granddaughter, everybody saying hi. So definitely, if this is on YouTube, if you happen to be watching me on YouTube, just comment, like, subscribe on my video. I'm gonna definitely be posting these because I want to connect with my writing community. We are at 5,400 followers on Twitter and over 2,400 on Facebook. So if you're not following me on any of the social media platforms as well, definitely check me out. I'm going to be putting more of these videos up. These are going to be videos to where I personally answer my own questions. So, me knowing the answers to my own questions. So, the question was, let's see what was here. How did you go about setting up the world, pretty much like the setting for this world in your story? So I actually have been writing Selena for a really long time. So I had to really. I've always wanted to do kind of like a medieval setting, but it was never dark. It was just going to be your typical fantasy type story. But then I was like, you know what? I think recently watching stuff like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, things of that nature, was kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna go for something a little bit more darker. Well, actually, I think I wanted to do something dark even before I saw those. Before I rewatched Lord of the Rings because I saw it years ago, but I haven't seen it in a while. So I just had that idea to kind of come in. That's my granddaughter, everybody. Granddaughter. So yeah, I've always had the idea of wanting to put the worlds together. Think of, like, honestly, I'm kind of writing the story first. But as I'm writing too, I'm kind of developing the world that's built around the story, so that way everybody has an idea of how everything works, from the magic system to the different characters, where characters were born, their backgrounds, how the system works within this entire world. Because I feel like that's the most important thing of world building is you have to know. Uh, you have to at least have somewhat of a world. And not really, not not so much as explain your entire world within the story, but just kind of let your world develop. Let the world develop around your character, and your characters, discover the world as they go along. So that was that's a pretty big deal. So I mean, like, so me creating this world for my characters was actually kind of fun. I think. Again, I've watched other fantasy stories that kind of give me an idea of what to do. Read different fantasy stories. Um, just checked out things in general, so that way I can get down people's belief systems, what different people believe in, how they believe, how so that way when I write their dialogue or write certain things, I could try to fit things into the world that actually fit versus things that don't really fit. So I think that's always a good thing when you're doing character, or when you're doing world development, or you're doing like type of world building. Uh, who's royalty, who's not royalty, who's what rules do royalty have to follow, what rules do the regular because royalty, they have rules they have to follow too, but it's not going to be as much as the rules that a regular like peasant or somebody like that has to follow. So it's going to be a little different. With different classes, different characters' histories, different languages also too. Will kind of I pretty much came up with all this stuff like. So it took me a while to figure out how the magic system was going to work. Because I actually have rewritten this Selena series. I've been rewriting it for a while because I haven't had the right story for it. And now I feel I do have the right story. So it's all right to try to take the elements that I know in terms of dark fantasy and sort of inject it into this story, inject it into what I have as of now, or the foundation I've already built off of. Different forms of dialogue, how people would talk to each other. I pretty much just incorporated, like I said, into this entire world, and that's what all this stuff and how the characters are, how the characters were developed. That's pretty much what helped me. That's what helped me kind of put this entire world together. That's what determined what type of settings I was going to. What type of settings I was essentially going to use for the story as a whole. So like you have these two different royalty families, but one was knocked out of their land and forced to become basically forced to make a village but in seclusion. And yet this other this other faction pretty much benefited off of that in a sense. So that was something that I actually wanted to do. And in certain cases I use like American history for certain things. So that was kind of my that was kind of the idea to get me to create this world again and just sort of put everything into it, put all the detail into it that needed to be put into it. So this I think it's turning out pretty well. I say it's it's working out really well to where it's starting to flow a lot smoothly for me because I've had issues writing it. I definitely had a lot of issues writing this, but what writer doesn't have issues writing stuff? I mean, there a lot of work goes into it. So, but I said you're okay. So that's pretty much it for that question, though. So again, if you have any other questions for me as well pertaining to this question of the day, you can go ahead and put your comments down in the comment section. I'll answer, I will gladly answer them. I'm going to be trying to answer people a lot more often as well. So that'll probably be it for this video. I'm just going to also let you guys know, again, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. If you go to the About tab on my channel, you'll I did put the links in there for my Twitter, and my Facebook, and my Instagram as well too. You can follow me on my Instagram if you want to. I normally don't use my Instagram, but if you want to, you could definitely go ahead and do that as well. Show me love as humanly possible. Baby, aren't we're on the road to 10,000 followers on Facebook and 10,000 followers on Twitter, right? Yeah, we sure are. That's right. So yeah, so I know I want you to like, comment, subscribe. I know the little one here wants you to do the same also. Look, they're giving you a thumbs up there. So definitely those who are and also those who are watching too, for the movie reviews, I just put up my review for Sonic. So you can check that out as well too. And I'll have my Scream review up also, because there was a Scream movie last year, so we'll definitely get those out and have this up as well too. So, all right, well, I appreciate you guys. You have a good night. And what do you want to say to them, baby?
Bye bye.
Bye bye.